Hey everybody, welcome back to Patchogue Firearms Restoration. Today I'm going to show you the steps I took to replace the front bead sight on this Stevens 107B. When I initially purchased this shotgun for $75, this was broken off and missing. And it only took me about 15 minutes to put a new one on. I'm going to show you the steps and the tools required to put a new bead sight on today. Hang on. On this particular one, when I got down to the end of the barrel, I happened to notice I'm missing a bead sight. There's nothing there but a hole. That's an easy fix. We'll be doing a fix on that in a later video. I'll show you how easy it is to replace the bead sight. So what you're going to need to replace it is obviously the first thing you're going to need is a front bead sight. I got these from Midway USA. Skirted shotgun bead. 0.125 diameter with a 648 thread and a 5/64 depth of shank in gold. I've used these in the past with good results. They're a little bit bigger than most of the holes that you'll find where missing shotgun beads are, so you can typically drill out and put in fresh threads. The other thing you'll need is the 5/64 tap, of course, and a matching drill bit. Always check your drill and tap chart. I like to keep these as a match set in a bag. I also keep a center drill in there in case I'm putting a bead on a gun that doesn't have a hole for the first time. When you drill an initial hole with this, it doesn't flex like a normal drill bit will on a round surface, so I keep these all kitted up together so that when I want to put this bead on, I know I can just reach for this bag and it's going to have all the right tools in it. You're also going to need some red thread locker, and I like to use a small, I call it a little file vise or a little file handle. This is good for setting the bead in so that when you want to thread it into the barrel, it gives you something to hold on to instead of trying to hold on to that tiny little bead trying to get the thread started. Alright, with all our materials laid out, let's go ahead and head off to the mill and let's start going through the steps to set this up and get this done right. Alright, so step one, you're going to want to level off right where the bead is. Make sure it's nice and level and centered. Also double check that the pinhole that's already there is straight up and down. Next, bring your drill bit down and align it with the hole. Make sure there's no deflection when the drill bit enters the top of the hole. It's already there. Make sure it touches off nice and straight. Double check from side to side again. Go ahead and slowly drill through. Next, we'll take our tap, apply a drop of cutting fluid on the end and on the barrel. Tap all the way through. till it cuts clean. And go ahead and back it out. Next step, degrease the part. So what I like to use is a small vise handle that you can tighten up. And I'll take the bead and put it in the handle, and I'll tighten it up so that the threads protrude, and it gives you something to hold on to instead of the small bead. Next, we'll take a small drop of red thread locker. Get just a little bit on there. And then this will just thread right in, nice and easy. And then when it gets tight, it'll start slipping. And there you go. For a final little tightening on the bead sight, we can take a pair of pliers and just snug it up just a little bit, just to make sure it's fully at the bottom. Don't have to go crazy with it. Lastly, we'll get our finger in there and see if anything protrudes. It does not. This bead doesn't go as deep as the barrel is thick. So we're good to go. There we go. Easy, about 15-minute front bead replacement on the old Stevens 12 gauge. Well, that's all I got for you guys and gals today. Hope you appreciate this video. Don't be afraid to ever put a new bead sight on your old shotgun. This Stevens is coming along really good. I got the barrel all cleaned up. And I also recolored all the, well, I re-lacquered, revarnished all the color case hardening on it, as well as lubricated all the internal parts. I've painted the trigger guard, and I still have the wood getting refinished. I got a coat of wet oil on it, but this is coming along really good. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe. We'll be back really soon once the furniture goes back on this old shotgun, and I'll give you a good look at it. Thanks. Have a great day, everybody.